What's up, guys? So I took a pretty big gamble and pulled the trigger on the biggest tires we've ever ran on the channel by far, and I'm honestly pretty concerned they're actually not going to fit on the truck, but we're going to attempt to stuff them on our second gen Ram that only has a 5-inch lift. Now in the last video we put the 26x14s and our current biggest tire, 36 1350, on the truck temporarily. I haven't done it yet because we've got some issues with our lug nuts. I got to pick some up while we are out, but I'm sure it turned out incredible, looked amazing, and hopefully gave us some confidence that we can actually run a larger tire, because a 36 1350 is a big tire in its own right, but sitting next to the ones that we're fixing to go pick up, they're probably going to look small, which is absolutely crazy. And I was hoping to go pick them up in the Ram, but clearly that's not going to happen. So let's go ahead, hop in the F1, go pick these babies up, and probably have our mind blown with how big these things actually are in person.
Well, we've officially made it to Boosie's, as well as all of Louisiana State Police for some reason. That's pretty bizarre. Well, not the tire plug. Some boys headed to race week looking for some E85. Flagged me down. I was pulling around looking for the guy, pick up our tires. Said, please tell me you know somewhere to get E85. How in the world does Buc-ee's not have E85? Biggest gas station in the whole state. Holy crap. They are monstrous. Yeah, boys, we win with mud grabs. So I know what you're thinking. Heck yeah, 37 1350s, gonna look awesome. Wrong. These are 38 1550s. Absolutely massive. I'm hoping the wheels will actually work with these because they are less than half of the width. Huge shout out to Donovan for meeting me and hooking me up with a set. We got cheat code squatted a little bit. These babies are pretty freaking heavy. But the price difference between 37s and 38s were very close, so I decided to go ahead, pull the trigger on the 38s. Gonna be the biggest setup we've ever ran by far, and I could not be more excited and nervous because there's still a chance they're just not gonna fit.
Well, if you missed the last couple of Ram videos, we did get the 26s on here, and it looks absolutely ridiculous. I'm gonna take a step back and show y'all my favorite angle by far. Oh my gosh, that just looks so freaking good. I was honestly surprised how well this body style truck went with such a large wheel. Obviously the Versatire is just stupid fat and it looks incredible. Let's take a little step back for those that haven't seen it yet. I really like it. I think it flows together super good. Very aggressive, sporty. The blue with the chrome, it just looks downright ridiculous. I freaking love it. So it's definitely gonna be hard to top, but if there is one way to do it, it's gonna be with this guy right here for sure. Let's go ahead and get a little preview, roll it over here. This thing is gonna be absolutely massive. It's gonna be, oh, it's gonna be so good. That's a police chopper. Please don't turn around and land over here, my gosh. So if you follow the Chomper videos, you probably saw a little while back where OE Wheels sent us out a set of their 22-inch High Country reps. We put the boggers on it. It turned out absolutely amazing. Well, thanks to y'all's positive feedback on that video, they decided to send us out another set of wheels for the Ram. Now, they do make some good-looking direct bolt-on 5-lug wheels for that truck. However, in the Dodge Ram world, I just think the 2500 series wheels look so much better. So that's why we did the 5-lug to 8-lug adapters. Now, thankfully, we were able to have some fun on the 26s while we were waiting for these to come in, but that's the whole reason why we did the adapters, was to fit a actual Dodge rep, but go up to the 8-lug for this specific wheel design. One of my favorite rep wheels right here. It looks super good. This is the DG66. It's probably gonna be super hazy and cloudy because it's super humid and I just opened all the doors. But let's go ahead, check it out. You can already see it. Dude, this is a really good looking wheel. One of my favorites for sure. The inserts right here, you could actually get different colors, or if you wanted to do the more custom look, you can actually just take them off. They're held on with screws on the back. I opted for the chrome on chrome because look at the truck. Now my only concern is this is a 20x8. And that grap is a 1550 tire. It's kind of like the possibility that we won't be able to turn. We're just kind of trial by error. We'll figure it out one way or another. So let's go ahead, get these loaded up in the Ram, head down to Chico's, and hopefully not have any issues. Safe to say that we got the Ram loaded down. 4 big wraps in the back, 2 wheels, and then
Now we're gonna run in Harbor Freight and see if they'll exchange this gold piece of junk that I bought a while back, because it's clapped.
Obviously, we got them mounted up, and holy crap, they look absolutely insane. Cost me $160, dadgummit. They charged me more because it was apparently not fun getting them on. But everything is good. They're absolutely huge. They look sick on the wheels. Obviously, the mud grab's on those wheels. They are stupid heavy. I guarantee these things weigh like 150 plus easily. It was everything I had to get these things in the back of the truck. I mean, it was rough. Totally forgot to update y'all, but shout out to Icon and Harbor Freight specifically for this sticker right here, lifetime guarantee. They did in fact swap out my old clapped out silver. I bought it gold, but it was silver when I just took it back because the gold don't stay on it. Apparently this is $35 more expensive than when I bought it though, which is kind of insane. So they had to do like a manual override to actually exchange mine, but didn't cost me a dime. About 10 minutes later, walked out the store with this freshie. I'm stoked with it. All right, as you can see, we've got one mounted up. They're absolutely ridiculous. It looks insane. We haven't put one on the front, so I'm still scared it's gonna not turn. But let's go ahead and weigh each setup and see just how stupid heavy these things are. Oh my gosh. 138 pounds. Okay, so not that much more. Almost 145 pounds, maybe 142, 143. Holy crap, that's a lot of rotational weight. All right, boys, I'm giving y'all the full experience. Believe it or not, we are able to turn lock to freaking lock with the 38s on the Ram with just the 5-inch lift, as you're about to see. Lock the freaking lock. Gosh, you can't see. And it rides pretty freaking good. This thing was already slow as a slug. And so, honestly, not that much has changed. It's still slow, but it's still like it accelerates fine up to the speed limit. It's just like if you floor it, it's still gonna kind of accelerate the same. I feel. I haven't floored it, obviously. The transmission would probably fall to the floor and be ruined. But overall, man, first impressions, I am stoked on it. They're so freaking big and they're quiet because they don't rotate nearly as quickly at the same speed, like 55 as a 35, and obviously they're brand new, so grabs always get louder the lower the tread gets. So with full tread, brand new, plus being a big 38, they're pretty freaking quiet, which you'll hear hopefully in a second if the wind noise isn't too bad. I'll roll the windows up once we get to speed so you can hear. But, and I have no clue, I need to check how bad our speedometer is off. It's probably off a ton. They just painted this yellow line, so I'm trying to stay off of it. So it says we're going 44 and we're actually going 53. So I don't know, we'll probably end up being 10, 12 miles an hour off. Oh my good lord. This boy making this go like 2 miles an hour because they're painting the line. We definitely don't want yellow paint on our... Are they painting? Bro, are they painting the white? If they're painting the white, I've been all over it. Gosh, dog, I hope I ain't just ruined this freaking truck. Anyways, we're going to run some B-roll. Trying to get out to this dirt road, same place we had the V-Max on the Graps. So I guess it's time for the big old reveal of the Ram on the 38s.
guys in advance for any wind noise. I did remember to bring my mic, but even though I charged them for a couple of hours, the one that goes on me will not turn on. So I guess it is a bad battery. But dude, look at this freaking truck. 38 1550 20 Nitto mud graps on the OE 8-lug Dodge wheels. It looks absolutely insane. This looks so freaking good. And I found out right over there that it does in fact rub on the back. Totally clears perfectly up front, which is crazy because I was so worried we weren't going to be able to run these because that's a freaking huge tire. But sure enough, 5-inch rough country lift on 38s with the adapters and the 20s. Absolutely no rubbing whatsoever up front. Lock to lock, doesn't hit the radius arms, the bumper, the cab, nothing. Now I did trim down this pinch weld. It wasn't hitting it. I checked it, I turned it all the way and it didn't touch, but it was pretty close and it stuck out pretty far right here and it was a straight sharp edge. And so I didn't want to cut these things up potentially if we flexed. And so I trimmed it back to here. No issues, it's never gonna touch that. And then I put the little guard here behind the bolt. So it has even more clearance, but I've done lock to lock, doesn't touch the front at all. The bars, nothing. It's insane. I cannot believe it, but it does rub in the back when you flex it. So I was thinking it was gonna hit this when you flex, but it actually hits the front of the bed right here. I'm trying to do a full walk around before anyone decides to come flying down this dirt road. It looks insane. And I already know someone's gonna come in, dude, it's freaking squat. It's not squatted, dude. It's got a tiny little bit of lean, and we do have the 1-inch lift shackles. So if you wanna see those installed and it being perfectly level, I guess, drop your comment, because I will throw them bad boys on there and we'll check it out, which we probably should, because that'll give us an extra inch of height to clear in the rear. Look at this, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's just perfect. Now on the little 8-inch wide wheels, it did suck them in some, so we got that little bubble effect on the side, and the top of the tire is not perfectly flat. The side lugs are a little bit rounded, which looks totally fine to me, and I'm glad that it worked, and honestly it rides good. I'm really enjoying it. Haven't driven it that much, but so far so good. And it's a little bit slower, but honestly it was slow stock, so not much at all. So here's where it rubbed. It kind of beat it up a little bit, pushed it in, but it didn't chip the paint or anything. It didn't rub there. I can't believe it. Ton of clearance in the back, but when it flexes, it does get into the bedside right there. So if we went like crazy, just freaking send it through a ditch, it probably would tear the bed up, which we definitely don't want. So we got to be a little bit careful there. Dude, oh my gosh. So drop a comment. Do you like the 26s better, or do you like the 38s? I still can't believe on a 5-inch lift we're able to clear 38 1550s. That's wild. I guess that's just a testament to Dodge, or just older truck. Well, I guess Dodge. They made the fender wells so far apart. They're not very deep height wise, but they're far apart, so you got plenty of clearance. And so you can run a big tire on these just leveled, but as you can tell, freaking 5-inch lift, you can run 26 14s with adapters, or 26 16 wides and have a ton of turning, or do a stockish offset and run freaking huge. Now you'd probably have to run spacers if you did this big of a tire with wheels that bolted directly on here, so there's probably not any getting away from pushing them out some, and it's got enough poke to look good. Look at the front of this truck. Holy crap. Also, how freaking beautiful is it out here? There's been a couple people drive by, they all waved at me. It's been so nice, just good old country folk. And I'm hoping the B-roll came out good. I filmed a ton, got a bunch of TikToks too. Oh my gosh, dude, it looks incredible. I am stoked. So definitely comment down below, let me know what you think about the Ram on the 38s and the OE wheels. Huge shout out to OE wheels for sending these out. This wouldn't be possible without them, and I am stoked to work with them once again. We got to get this next to Chomper for some pictures for sure. My gosh, it looks so freaking good.